Project 200. What is it exactly? Should you create one? Who really benefits from this? Let's break it down. So what is Project 200? It's a list of 200 people you already know that you hope to become potentially clients. Is this the best way to begin your journey of seeking new financial clients? Maybe. It's people you know. You should be able to call them, right? The idea is you already know them. You should be able to speak with them. You already have that predetermined connection. But is this a good thing? Is this the best way to begin your financial journey? Let's find out. All right, so you've successfully sat down and were able to think of 200 people that you know, or maybe they know you, and now you're ready to start calling down this list. What you might find out is that the people you know might not want to talk to you about their finances. Maybe they lied to you. Maybe they're secretly broke. Maybe they're secretly wealthy. Maybe they have family secrets and they just want to remain hidden from you. Maybe they're financially illiterate. Maybe they don't want you to know how stupid they are with their own spending. Oftentimes with the people you know, you're just gonna sit there and wonder, does your family know you're this broke? Does your kids know that you have not established a college fund for them yet? Does your wife know that you've named your sister as beneficiary on your life insurance policies instead of her kid? Oftentimes I've had to sit there and say to friends, so you'll spend $1,000 a month on that new vehicle outside that costs you $80,000 in loan, but you won't spend $200 a month to secure a $500,000 payout if something happens to yourself? I could make this entire video on naming reasons why people you know do not make the best potential clients. And family? It's the absolute worst. They don't want you to know what they got going on in their household finances. Well, at least mine don't. Plus, it's likely that you just changed careers. You're new to the game. You're new to this profession. And the people you know you're calling, they know it. So they're thinking, this guy's new to the business, very inexperienced, I'm sure, yet he wants me to put my full faith and trust in him, and he doesn't know the game yet? Just because I know him? They're probably wondering why you changed careers. Did you get fired? Did you suck at your previous job? And you can't lie to them like you could some stranger you've never met, because it's a risk that they might find out the truth. On top of that, they know you're new. You're probably needing money. You're probably pretty desperate for this first sale. Still want to go after people you know? And if you ever had beef with them in the past, they'll be very pleased to know that you're here to come grovel to them. But let's pause that discussion right here and let's go into why you're faced with this new transition and you have a Project 200 being pushed on you. So let's establish that you've jumped into something new. And this isn't just some new hobby. This is your new path of career. And you're now relying on this new venture to support yourself and or your family. Bottom line, you need to get this right. You need to do it quickly. And this is important. I'll ask again, why are you here? What has led you to this transition? Or if you're newly licensed and going into your first career, why have you decided this particular career path? What's led you to life insurance and financial planning? You know, many come to this game under false pretenses. So many simply succumb to the hype that finance and life insurance is the quick, easy ticket to the lucrative lifestyle. Successful life insurance agents do gloat their success on YouTube. It sounds so easy. I can work my own schedule. I can take time off whenever I want. I don't have to ask my boss if it's okay that I take off. I am my boss. So you can make $1,000 or more in a 30-minute one-call close? Is that more than I used to make in a whole week? Well, it does sound quite simple, and you can make $1,000 in 30 minutes, but it's simply not so. It makes for a great recruiting tool, though. We'll make another video on this topic even further later. But for now, let's stay focused on Project 200. Just understand that if you're here to get rich quick, not happening. So why the Project 200? What's it really for? Why the list of names, addresses, contact info, relationship to you, job info? Why was this list even created in the first place, and who's going to benefit? Well, the answer is in the basic understanding of what's required of a successful life insurance agent or financial advisor. What do we really need? People to contact. We call that leads. And not just any leads, warm leads. You see, there exists a scale by which we measure the strength of a lead. At the bottom of that scale, we call that cold. This is the person you call that day that is completely unsuspecting that they're getting a phone call. They didn't warrant this call. They didn't ask for this call. They're just getting a random phone call for some random agent to talk about life insurance. I'd say about 98% of the time, it goes a little something like this. Hello, yes, this is. You want to talk about life insurance? Hold on, bro. Just take me off this list and do not call me again. Blocking? All right, so maybe that was a little bit exaggerated. It's usually much worse. But as we move up that scale, we start to get into what we call warm leads. Let's define warm leads. Warm leads is simply we're increasing the odds of actually having a conversation. And sometimes all we need is that previous connection, something in common to speak about. Some might even call this a referral. The calling agent gets to claim, hey, you know your friend Bob, he said I should call you and you likely need my help. This is actually a warm lead, quite difficult to acquire sometimes. You see, leads are absolutely the lifeblood for any financial advisor or insurance agent. Without leads, no one to call, no one to become new clients. And are you aware of the cost of client acquisition in the finance industry? We won't detail the full spectrum of lead costs in this video, but just understand this. Lead costs are the single largest expenditure for anyone in the finance industry, insurance agents, financial planners, whomever. We have to have people to call, and we have to spend money to get information. Trust me, if you're new to the business, you'll find out really quickly that lead costs are so great that you very likely won't be able to turn ROI in your first weeks. It's a steep learning curve, and according to the stats, 92% of agents starting out don't make it to the other side of the bend. The Project 200, who's really benefiting? Why, your upline agency, of course. If you're captive, it's your agency manager. If you're independent, it's your agency owner. Submitting Project 200 is essentially capitulating. I said a warm lead directly upstream. I mean, sure, you've got first dibs at your own list, but what if you're part of that 92% that quit the first year? You think they delete that list from the hard drive? You've just made a very generous donation to the cause. Thank you for your service. And with 92% of agents already out, that's a lot of free leads for someone. Oh, that list doesn't go to waste. You just provided a very valuable set of referrals, very warm leads. How's this scenario sound? Hey, yeah, Bob, yeah, he joined our team, you know, great guy, but that rascal, he's so busy with other cases right now. He says that you're a doctor. Yeah, well, he says that I can take your case, so you got some time to chat? I'll leave you with this note. There are better ways. You can thrive in this industry if you're properly trained. I mean, the industry isn't for everyone, but I strongly believe that greater than 8% should be able to survive. We talk about that a lot here. Training is utmost important. Being professional is the key. So if you've ever donated your Project 200 to the cause, comment below and let us hear your story. If you find value in this video, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more of this coming. If you want to see more videos like this one right here, click right here. If you want to see our Patrick Bet David interview, just a second.